Hey there guys, in this video I'm going to be showing you an updated version of a video I did quite a while ago, I think like 3 weeks ago, that basically to show the way I level up and also get relics at the same time. And you know, in that video I said it was like probably the best way to in my like at the time to level up in my opinion and also get relics at the same time. I've obviously grown as a player. I've obviously changed as a player, and I've played a lot more, and I know now I now know that there's way more ways you can level up. There's so many better ways, and this is what this video is for. I'm just going to re-update people I've seen a video. I'm going to delete that video. I'm going to put this video up instead and pretty much put the same name on. And so yeah, I'm just going to show you an updated way. So I'm first going to show if you're first you've got a new weapon, you've never played with it before. I get a lot of new weapons. I like to see how they work. I used to go to E Prime and test them out. This place right here, E Prime. One, because it's a quick extermination. Usually has like 30. You usually kill like 30 people. It usually asks like 27 to 30 people to kill. So it's very quick. You can see, and in the kind of time span, you can probably figure out how the weapon works, how it fires, what if you like it or not. And yeah, so you just learn how to use weapons, so you can go into other higher level missions and level up through that way. So I used to like to do E Prime for that kind of stuff, for testing out weapons. And after I test up a new weapon, or I'm leveling a weapon I've already used before, if it formed or something, I usually go to Mercury over here and go to M Prime. Now this is because when you're leveling up, now this isn't going to you won't start getting relics yet. This is at the very start. You could probably go and do some kind of defense missions over here if you want to do it, but I usually at that kind of start I just come here to do crossfire exterminations, because I just want to level up quickly. I want to get to level 10 so I can go up and get Meso relics and New relics as quick as I can, because most of the time those are the ones I really want, and I already have a lot of Lith relics, so I don't really need to go and get more Lith relics, because I already have plenty of those. So I just go to do these missions to go and level up these weapons a lot faster. And it's because it's an extermination mission. It's very quick, and I also like the map it usually is. It has a very I kind of like the tile setup of this map, and I just enjoy it. I just kind of like going through this mission. Again, you don't have to do this mission. You can go and do a defense mission if you want. You can go anywhere else. And if you could probably go up to Mars if you want to level maybe a little quicker. And you can come over here and go to Spear if you want to do a defense mission. If you want to go and do a defense mission, that's probably the best place to do it. It's a pretty good place if you want to do a defense mission. I wouldn't recommend doing it over Mercury, because if you are going to a defense mission, I would recommend going to Mars and doing it. So yeah, but once you reach level 10, this is when you're going to go over to. This is when I normally go over to IO, and the reason is because IO, it's one of the best places to get Meso relics, and because the drop rate is really high here. Like at least every single time you come here, you're always going to get one. At the worst, you're going to get it's going to drop Endo, but that's very rare. It only happens to me a little bit. Most time you're going to be getting Meso relics. And yeah, so this is a very good place if you want to get Meso relics, and it's also a good place to level up, because this place is always frequented with players, so you could probably come here with a level 0 weapon and people still help you, so it doesn't matter. But I usually like to get to level 10 and then just go up and up and up and try to do that. So yeah. So I also got to mention, you probably noticed, I'll put up on the in the screen the levels that you need to go doing these certain missions. As you can see, 10 to 20. Once you reach 20, I usually head over to Sedna. And I have to go to Hydron, and this is the reason, is because it's pretty much the same as Ire. Very frequent place. It's full of players. Players always come here, and the drop rate for Neo relics very high, and it's just a good place. And also, because you're gonna have to see so many players, and the enemy spawn numbers are going to be extremely high. You're gonna be leveling up so quickly, and again, if you have plenty of Meso relics like I do, I've done this like heaps. So there's tons and tons of Meso relics. Once you reach level 10, or you can go a little higher if you need some Lith relics or something. You can just you can come straight to Sedna. It doesn't really matter. Because by that point, you're gonna have so many players. They're gonna be so high level that it's not really gonna matter. So, but if you are doing that, if you are going to do something like that when you go to do like the Mars Defense mission, or you go do Mercury and then you go straight to Sedna, I'd recommend either if only leveling up one thing like a weapon or a warframe, or just one of those kind of things. If you were like leveling up a whole set like I've done before, I would recommend going to, if you want to get relics, going to Mars, then Jupiter, then Sedna. Not just go to Mars then straight to Sedna, because that's going to be hard when you have really low everything. And yeah, so I just find it good to have, if you're going to go to Mars and straight to Sedna, to have at least one this level 1 thing up, and that should be it. It should be fine. You should be all good, and yeah, you should be fine. And as I said before, especially the Jupiter, I've done this so much that I just have a bucket load of like just messy relics all over the place. I'll show you quickly. If you just come over here, I go to meso. Like I have heaps. I just have plenty of them. I just have so many. Again, I've been recently activating a lot of them, and a lot of the ones I want. And so because I used to have at least 20 in each one, but now I've been selling them off and that kind of stuff. But it's just a really good strategy if you want to level up stuff and also get relics. And if I want to get relics, I usually also put on something or level up and then do it through that. And then also if I'll also go and do like saying if I also do strategy and saying if I get the relic I want, like saying I've got say Meso C3 and I want to like level that up. I want to unlock that that relic, that Meso relic. I'll just go do that mission with that Warframe, because again, most of the time these fishing missions, they usually have a lot of players in them. So again, you're going to be finding them with that. So you could also do that. You could also get off this path and start doing some fishing missions if you get the relic that if you want to, you just want to unlock it quickly. So or unlock it straight away. Sorry. So yeah, this is probably the best way. This is the way I do it. This is what I normally do if I want to level up. Again, you don't have to do it this way. This is the way I do it. I have found times where it bores me, like I get bored doing this. I just don't really feel like playing Warframe anymore. So I usually just like change it up, maybe do a couple different missions over the place. If my intention is to level, if my main intention is to level up, I'll go do other stuff. But if I am trying to get relics, I will do these continuously to get the relics. But if your main intention is to level up something, and you're getting bored with it, I would just recommend just going wherever you want, just doing other stuff, just shaking it up a bit, because it can get very repetitive. And yeah, and I'm not saying that you need to do this. If your main intention is to level up, you don't need to do this specific strategy. I'm just saying that it's just good so you can level up and also get relics at the same time, and also a little bit of endo occasionally. So it's just good. It's kind of stuff. But if your intention is to level up, I would just recommend just doing whatever you want, because just do what you want to do, because this game is made for people that want to, where you can just do whatever you want. You can go there's so many things you can do. Don't just follow what I do. Just do whatever you want. If your main intention is leveling up, I'm just saying that if your main intention is to get relics but also want to level up, I'll just go do this. This is just do this thing, because it's a really good way to get this relics. If you want what do you call them, XC relics, the golden ones, the very last ones, I don't really know how to get those. I'm pretty sure if you want to get XC relics, I think that's the call. Sorry if I'm messing the name up. I kind of forget the name because I never ever talk about them. But I'm pretty sure if you do the Sedna mission and you go really far out through the waves, you can probably start getting drops for those eventually after a while. But again, I don't know any missions where the first couple waves will give you XCs. Maybe over in the void, maybe if you have some defense missions in here, you might, but I'm not 100% sure because I haven't unlocked these yet. So yeah, okay. I would recommend doing this if you want to get some relics, and it's just a good pathway. So yeah, okay. See you guys.